If you're thinking about applying for asylum, or if you already have a pending asylum case, but you haven't filed your work authorization yet, this video is for you. My name is Aggie Chavez, an immigration attorney at Chavez Law PLLC, and here's what you need to know about the upcoming changes for asylum-based employment authorizations. These changes are going to be effective August 25th of 2020, so right around the corner. And this is what you need to know. Instead of the waiting period being 150 days in order to apply for a work permit, you will now have to wait 365 days. So instead of waiting the 6 months to obtain that work permit, you're now waiting over a year. Another big change is going to be that anyone who was entering the United States without documentations, entering through the border, and applying for asylum will no longer be eligible to apply for an asylum-based employment authorization, only under very limited circumstances. So there's only very few exceptions to that rule. Most people entering the country without documentation will not be able to apply for that work permit. Another thing you need to be aware of is that immigrants with certain criminal records will also be ineligible to apply for their asylum-based work authorization. So anybody who has applied for asylum after March 28th of 2020 will not be able to obtain their work authorization under their prior regulations. They will now have to apply under these new regulations that are being made effective August 25th of 2020. One more thing you need to be aware about is for those who are applying for asylum after the 1-year deadline, you will not be able to apply for the asylum-based work authorization unless it is determined that there is an exception to that 1-year rule. So unlike before, regardless of when you were applying, you would be able to file for that work permit. Now there has to be an adjudicator to make the determination that you correctly file, that you qualify under an exception to that 1-year rule for the asylum in order for you to even apply for that work permit. So these rules are a big change from what we have been working with this entire time. The asylum process is very complicated. If you are in a situation where you need help filing the work authorization timely before the 25th, please give us a call. Additionally, if you need assistance with your asylum case or need a consultation in order to see if you qualify for asylum, please give us a call at 407-744-3120.